Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Twin Flame Tarot. My name is Tony, and this is the Twin Flame Daily Forecast for Monday, November 9th, 2020. However, anytime you are here is exactly when you are intended to be here because time is limitless. Hello, welcome back if you are a returning subscriber. And if you are brand new to my little place, I'm so happy that you found me and I hope you'll stick around. So as I said, this is the Twin Flame Tarot Forecast. First, we're going to pull for our Divine Feminine. Next, we'll pull for our Divine Masculine. Lastly, we're going to pull for our collective Twin Flame couple. If you see a deck of cards you like, I will link them down below in the description. And when I refer to Divine Feminine and to the Divine Masculine, divine means holy. Feminine and masculine do not refer to one specific gender. So if y'all are ready to get this show on the road, I'm ready. Let's get out our sage and let's clear our table. I hope y'all had a wonderful weekend. We did here. It was my best friend / roommate's birthday. So we went to Nashville for the weekend and it was lovely. The weather here is gorgeous in Tennessee. All right, let's get this going. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. We clear, we bless, we protect this space. And I'm going to clear, bless, protect, activate, and fully align all my chakras. Ooh, and energetic auric grid systems. Y'all, that is some good energy on the table this morning. That's a good way to start a Monday. All right, let's set the tone for this reading. There we go. Take a second to get that nice and crisp. And lastly, but not leastly, let's set the intention for this reading by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We invite our angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, and spirit to please be present with us. Please help us to understand and interpret these messages as we receive them. Okay, let's get going. The table is cleared. So it's time. Got a little ash on the table. There we go. Let me get a sip of tea. Sorry if this is loud. I really do try to keep that as quiet as possible. All right, Divine Feminine, you are going to be the first as always. Ladies first. We're going to pull for the Work Your Light Oracle cards. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. What messages do we have for our Divine Feminine for this Monday morning? What can the Divine Feminine expect for this November 9th, 2020? What can the Divine Feminine expect for whatever time, place, or space they are watching this video? Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit. Wow, just like that. Align your life. What is not aligned and what needs to change, Divine Feminine? Wow, that's a very beautiful card, actually. We don't get that very often. Okay, let's see what's that about? So it looks, I mean, just, straight off the bat before I look this up in the book, let me set that where y'all can see that while I'm looking it up. It looks like maybe some of you are, maybe not in alignment with your higher self. Maybe you're not in alignment with, your purpose and your destiny. You're out here trying to control the situation when really the only thing you need to do is get into alignment so that you can step into your vortex and have everything you want come to you, right? What in your life is no longer in alignment with who you truly are? We are cyclic beings in a constant state of change, of evolution, and of growth. Change is one of the only certainties in life. And so when you resist your cyclic nature, you resist life and you feel stuck. So that's really, 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 really important. And I want to say that again. Let me reread this for you, okay? We are cyclic beings, okay? You go through the highs, you go through the lows. Your life is constantly changing, evolving, growing, all right? And when you are resistant to that cycle of nature, just the natural cycle of life, when you cause resistance, you cause yourself not only to create pockets of resistance, but you get stuck. You get stuck sometimes in just a loop. I've been there. It felt like there was a few years where I was just in a nonstop loop of what the fuck. And that's what we're talking about because I was definitely out of alignment. Many of us have learned to be who the world wants us to be. But there comes a time when it's harder for us to hold on to this facade than it is to embrace who we truly are, to surrender to how we have changed and to align life to that way of being. So I really, really, really love that message for you, Divine Feminine. You're being told You know, perhaps for some of you, you've been hiding who you are. You've been who you think the world expects you to be. You're not showing the world your true self per se. And because of that, when that happens, your life is not, you're not surrendering to who you're supposed to be, to who you're meant to be, to what your life is supposed to be. And so your life gets completely out of alignment. So Divine Feminine, if you pull this card, you are being called to let go of who you once were, or of the things that you once defined yourself by. You know, whether you used to define yourself by your job or your relationships or the mask that you wear, okay? And you're being told, Divine Feminine, embrace who you truly are now. To take the courageous step to become the person that you came here to be in full authenticity. That's very courageous. Listen, I was just having this conversation with my roommate over the weekend about how when I used to live in Memphis, I've been a witch for at least 20 years, though I am also Buddhist, and that's a whole separate conversation. And everybody knows, I mean, I have a Buddhist tattoo, for goodness sakes. Everybody knows I'm a Buddhist, but being a witch is something I wasn't really comfortable talking about in Memphis, because Memphis is very Christian is not even the right word I want to say. I just want to say they're still kind of behind in their thinking, is the way I want to say it, the nice way of saying it. And if I told people I was a witch there, I mean, like literally I would fear for my life. That's not a lie. I really would have. But living where I do now in East Tennessee, you would think, and people will have the conception that living here, perception I say, of the East Tennessee is nothing but a bunch of backwards redneck hillbillies. That's not true. Not true at all. I actually feel very safe coming out as a witch here. And so when I was able to step into this full life and embrace who I was and live the life that I was meant to be, when I was able to embrace my own uniqueness, my own weirdness, when I was allowed to finally wave my own free flag, I can't tell you the difference this made in my life. I can't tell you the difference this made in my own ability to manifest and receive the things that I wanted, because I no longer was creating resistance, right? Perhaps you've outgrown some relationship. Start that sentence over. Perhaps, Divine Feminine, you have outgrown some relationships. I can't say that word today. Relationships or circumstances, and it's time to reassess and bring all the parts of your life into alignment so that they are congruent with who you truly are in your life. So, Divine Feminine, what in your life is not aligned and what needs to change? That is the challenge that you are being issued today. You're being asked to look at your life as a whole picture. Okay, what did I do? Oh, there it is, sorry. I was trying to get out your tarot cards, and I was trying to find the picture to show you what tarot cards we're using. Anyway, Divine Feminine, what in your life is not in alignment and what needs to change? Now, listen, when we're talking about relationships, this could be that you need to actually cut some relationships out. It could be that you need to maybe give some relationships some space, some boundaries. Or maybe you just need to sit down and, because you think this relationship is worth fighting for, sit down and talk with this person and say, this is what's not working for me. This is who I am. This is how I've changed. And how can we make that work going forward? Okay. All right. Let's get some more clarification on that. We are going to pull for you from the Paulina Tarot Divine Feminine. Look, this is how long I've had this. Back in a long time ago, you didn't keep the boxes to your tarot cards. You would put them like in little bags or little leather. They had like these little leather carrying cases. Because back in the day, you know, we didn't have YouTube channels showing off what cards we were using, so it didn't matter. You wouldn't keep the box because it was easier to stack them up. All right, so I'm talking a very, very lot this morning. Very much. What word is I'm trying to say? Very much this morning. I'm talking a whole lot. That's what I'm trying to say. Sorry. All right. Well, let me give you all a warning. Turn down your volume. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. What messages do you have for the Divine Feminine today? What can the Divine Feminine expect for this Monday, November 9th, 2020? What messages do we have for the Divine Feminine in whatever time, space, or place they are watching? Thank you, angels, ancestors, guardians, gods. We just need one card for our Divine Feminine. That's way too many cards. We just need one card. Please explain, tell them more about what parts, maybe tell them what part of their life is out of alignment. Looky there. She hopped right on out, didn't she? The Four of Swords. So, hang on. Let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Let's see what we got at the bottom of the deck. The Three of Wands. Okay, well, you're definitely making plans to move forward with your life, right? I have a feeling, when I said, what part of your life is out of alignment, what do you need to, work on getting back to your true self, to your true north, get into congruency with who you actually are. I have a feeling some of you knew right away, right away what that meant, okay? And the reason I say that is, let's just start here with the 3 of Wands. I love the 3. That's crazy. And the 5 of Swords right underneath that. Okay, so you've got the 4 Swords and the 3 of Wands. The card at the bottom of the deck is kind of the clarifier for this card. So let's just talk about what does that 4 of Swords means. This is about taking rest. This is about going inside of yourself and contemplating, looking at yourself, taking stock of where you're at, where you've been, and where you want to go. This is taking a pause. This is literally, look how literally it looks like the pause symbol right there, those 4 swords on either side of her. This is taking a pause. This is taking a break. This is catching your breath and taking the chance to look over where you're going, because this 3 of Wands shows that you are going to have rapid expansion. You've got growth coming quickly, rapid growth, all right? So this is taking the time to look ahead, taking a break. Divine Feminine, you are being encouraged very much today to take a break. Today is all about you and self-care and really just spending the time, working on your own alignment, Divine Feminine. That's what today, the name of the game is about you and your needs and what part of your life, you need to work on alignment, what part needs to change, and what part do you need to let go of, because the more time that you spend figuring out who you are, where you are, and where you want to go and where you want to be, and getting into alignment with our true self, the faster that's going to happen. This is rapid growth, rapid expansion, okay, Divine Feminine? And look, you're coming out of this 5 of Swords energy, right? Can you tell what this is about? Even for those of you who don't read tarot, I feel like this picture of this card really does kind of show, this is a person who, you see how they're walking away from the swords? Yeah, they won, but at what cost? What cost did they win? This is, oh, look, and then there's the 10 of Cups. So, and it was in reverse. So, you want a happy home, a happy life, but apparently, you're forsaking your own happy home, happy life to chase dreams that aren't even worth chasing. This is speaking very specifically to one of you, but you're very much out of alignment. You have been chasing dreams that you were not supposed to chase. You've been following a path that was never yours to be on in the first place. So, Divine Feminine, and that's caused you to be just offline, to be out of balance. Your home life is completely upside down. It's time to walk out of the situation. It's time to stop giving energy to things that no longer serve your highest and best good, and to take the time to reflect what that means for you, okay? Because the more time you spend understanding who you are, and who you want to be and where you want to go, because that's what alignment is understanding, sorry about that, is understanding your higher self is talking to you. That's what we say when we're talking about being in alignment. It's about being in alignment with your higher self and your best version of yourself. Because the best version of yourself already is who it is you want to be, okay? Like for instance, I want to be a successful YouTube tarot reader. I want to have a successful career as a tarot reader. So instead of saying, I want that, I want to be that. No. That's not what I tell myself. I say, I am. I am that. I am. Okay. There's a verse in the Bible that says, I am that I am. I have a feeling most of us have not been reading that correctly. This is what they're saying. I am that. I am. Okay. And that's what being in alignment is. It's knowing who you're supposed to be, because your higher self is letting you check in and be like, hey, here's the path you're supposed to be taking. And getting into alignment with yourself and saying, I am that I am. And watch how fast that happens. Watch how fast you get, when you finally clear away the cobwebs, how fast you're going to be able to move forward on the path you're supposed to be on. Okay. All right, Divine Feminine, I hope this was super helpful. And if you found that enjoyable, if you could give me a thumbs up, or if you haven't already subscribed, I'd really appreciate it. Okay, Divine Masculine, you are up, babe. Let's do this. Let's read from the Moonology Oracle cards. All right, headphone listeners, turn down your volume. It's about to get loud. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit, what messages do we have for our divine masculine this today? What does the divine masculine need to hear on this Monday? November 9th, 2020. What messages do you have for our divine masculine and whatever time, space, or place they are watching this? We just need one card on the table, please. What messages do you have? That's too many. Do you have for the divine masculine? What messages do you have for the divine masculine today? Angels, thank you so much, Spirit. All right, look there. The full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I really, really love that for you, divine masculine. All right. It's funny because at the bottom of the deck, you actually got another full moon. A fiery climax approaches. So I kind of like that. It looks like, it's kind of a double confirmation. The end of a tough cycle approaches, a fiery climax. So it looks like you may be getting an end of a cycle that may not go out with a whisper. It looks like it may be going out with a bang. Let's see what this is about, divine masculine. Let's see. Let's read from the book. How hard are you willing to work for what you want, divine masculine? This card is reminding you that effort is required. Work issues are about to come to a head when this card shows up. If you're wondering if you should stay in your job or leave, this card can be a strong sign that it's time to make an exit. The end of a rough time is forecasted. This card also asks you to consider how ambitious are you and whether you're prepared to pull out all the stops to make your professional dreams come true without being ruthless. Repeat, without being ruthless. Character counts, be kind, okay? With a love question, if one of you are asking about love, this card can be a call to face reality. Whatever situation you're asking about, making a plan will help. So again, this kind of goes back to the divine feminine. Take the time today to look at the situation and pause. Really reflect over the situation and let's make a plan. If your personal life is troubled, prioritize it more, okay? So it sounds like some of you are not prioritizing your personal life. It sounds like even, in fact, because with Capricorn coming up, this is, that hard working goat, right? This is about, a lot of times career. And so you're being told that if you've been focusing too much on that aspect, that it's time for you to dial that back and focus and make your personal life a priority, okay? It is time to release control, divine masculine, and it is time to trust the universe, to stop fearing the worst and find that balance between your personal and your private life. One thing that the book does say is that the full moon in Capricorn has a very strong work ethic and energy and will more likely come up when you're asking a professional question. Okay, so again, if you're asking about work, whether it's time to stay or go, if you're considering a career move, the answer is yes, you need to make that career move, okay? And also, if you're asking about, am I spending too much time focusing on work and not enough time on my private life, the answer to that also is very, very much yes, divine masculine, okay? If you are asking a question about another matter, however, this card is serving as a much needed reminder that you need to move through all feelings of hopelessness that you have been feeling about your situation. And this applies no matter when you're drawing this card. It's time for you to make a plan, all right? You're spending a lot of time worrying about a situation, it sounds like, divine masculine, and that's getting you nowhere. It's actually time for you to focus on what you need to be focusing on and actually make a plan so that it can become solidly to life. All right, let's get our tarot. Let's get a little bit more clarification though, because there's a couple, I can't decide whether this is about your career specifically or whether you need to be focusing less on your career and more on your family life. Let's find out. All right, let's get the tarot for you, divine masculine. All right, here we go. We are going to pull from the Universal Rider-Waite. All right, the headphone listeners, turn down that volume. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, what messages do we have for our divine masculine? What messages do we have for our divine masculine? Wow, okay. The cards I've been seeing on the cut, yeah, y'all are definitely, it's time for you to stop focusing. Some of you are spending way too much time focusing on your career. Let's see what this is about. Angels, ancestors, guardians, God, spirit. Wow. Okay, there it is. Knight of Wands. Gorgeous. And let's see what you have at the bottom of the deck. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay, divine masculine. Let's get these down just a wee bit so we can still see everybody. Okay. Well, let's just start here with that wands. I love when the wands show up because I'm a Sagittarius. I'm always a fan of the wands showing up. Okay. You are ready to sail away from these turbulent waters. Whatever it is that you've been giving a lot of energy to that's causing you a lot of, oh, wow, look. Yeah, I mean, you were ready to walk. Look at that. You were really, look, I mean, because the divine feminine, oh no, she didn't get that. I don't know why I thought the divine feminine had that. Oh wait, I had that. Duh. I had that in my reading today. Okay, sorry about that. I'm getting my readings confused this morning. Okay, but anyway, back to the story. You are ready to walk away from something, you know, that you've been giving a lot of energy to that is causing you a lot of worry, a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety. You are ready to sail towards, you know, calmer waters, distant shores where things aren't so rough and rocky. Okay, divine masculine, you're really ready to just, so if this is about career, which is interesting because you actually literally have all 4 signs popped up right here. Look here. You've got fire, you've got air, you've got earth, and you've got cups of water. So you've got all 4. So this could be anybody. This could be about any of you watching. This is not specific to just a Capricorn or a fire sign or an air sign. This is all, you know, all of our elements are on the table, okay? So you are ready to walk away from something, leave something behind you that no longer is serving you, that's causing you a lot of anxiety. And look what you are ready. This is the time. You were being told today is the time. Walk away from that. Be fearless. Be brave. I mean, this is the Knight of Wands, baby. The Knight of Fire. He ain't afraid of anything. He will charge headfirst into any situation. And be a little bit like him. I mean, tap into that energy of not being afraid of what is coming and face your fears head on. If that means you need to walk away from a situation that is no longer serving you, and it looks like you definitely have something you need to walk away from that's on your heart, that's causing a lot of anxiety, that it's time to just let go of, well, good news. It is time. The time has come. It's time for you to let go of it, to charge forward towards a brighter future, and be fearless, be brave, be bold, divine masculine. Today is not the day for you to, well, I'll do that tomorrow. Nope. You're being told today. So if you're watching this and you have a tough choice that needs to be made, and I have a feeling you already know what it is you need to cut out of your life. I'm positive of that. Whatever it is that you need cut out of your life, today is the day to take the steps to get back into alignment, because it's coming to an end. That cycle that no longer serves your best and highest good, it's time to sail away. Be brave. Be brave. All right. Divine masculine. Wow, these are very interesting. So it's kind of similar energies. It's like divine feminine. You know, today is the time for you to reflect on what it is that you need to cut out of your life so that you can get into alignment and quickly, in fact, and be happy and move forward. And divine masculine, it's time for you to cut out whatever it is in your life that no longer is serving you, so that this cycle can end, so that you can move forward boldly and fearlessly into a dream, to the life of your dreams, and to manifest that which you want, and quit focusing on what you don't want. That is a beautiful, this is why I really enjoy doing these twin flame tarot readings, because it's always cool, even if, for those of us who, are on this twin flame path. Everybody is a twin flame, whether you know it or not, but not everybody is aware of it. But those of us who are, even if you're not with your twin right now, it is interesting to see how your lives echo each other and how you mirror each other, right? It kind of gives, I think it gives me comfort knowing that. So, all right, twin flames. Your turn, divine masculine. I hope you found this helpful. Twin flames, are y'all ready? We are going to be pulling first from the Healing with the Angels Oracle cards. All right, turn down your volume, headphone listeners. Angels, ancestors, guardians, gods. What messages do you have for the twin flames today? What do the twin flames need to hear on this Monday, November 9th, 2020? What messages do the twin flames need to know in whatever time, place, or space they are watching this video? All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, we need one card, please, for our twin flames. What messages do we have for the twin flames today? What can you tell us more? Oh, there it is. Wow, okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. So it's kind of fun how that shot out and hit the divine feminine, right? It's like they really want the divine feminine to pay attention. So truth and integrity, okay? It looks like, remember divine feminine, we were talking about how you may not be living your truth. You know, you're living wearing a mask of who people expect you to be. You know, you're reflecting who you are professionally or who you are in your relationships. Or, you know, I know for me, like when I became a mother, it was hard for me to remember what my identity was and that I was safe and continuing being who I was. And I pretty much lost my identity when I became a mom. And it took me a long time to find her again. So that's kind of what it is. Are you living in your own truth? Are you living in your own integrity? Divine twins, that's what you're being asked. Even though this definitely is a message very specifically for the divine feminine that she needs to really pay attention to. Twins, twin flames, you are being guided to be very honest with yourself and to be true to yourself in all activities and actions. The angels are saying to you, let go of anything inauthentic and all activities that do not mirror your highest intentions for yourself, which, I mean, come on now. Not only does the divine feminine need to hear it, but this is exactly what we said to the divine masculine. You need to let go of any activities that are inauthentic and do not mirror your highest and truest version of yourself, okay? If something in your life isn't working, twin flames, be willing to release it, okay? Be willing to let it go. Give it up to source. Give it up to the angels. Just let it go. When we open our hands and we release unhealthy situation, then we allow space for divine light to enter into our lives, okay? Miracles always follow when we surrender troubling conditions. You'll find that the job or relationship, health issue, or other circumstances will heal rapidly in ways that you can never have imagined. All along the way, the angels will perfectly guide you to actions that will either help you replace the situation with something better or to heal it entirely. Expect a miracle when you decide to be true to you. Expect miracles to occur when you live in your own truth, when you live in your own integrity, when you are not wearing a mask or a facade or being who people expect you to be. Wave your freak flag, baby. Get out there. All right? This is for both of you. Sail away from you know, I mean, it's interesting. See how you don't even see their faces? You can't even see who they are. They're literally walking away from hiding themselves. You know what's really cool is right under these two, divine masculine. I didn't show you this, but oh wow, look there. There's the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands shows up when you walk away, when you sail away. Look what you get. You're going to have the ability to create an entire new life. Look, this is a source handing you that miracle. We just talked about that miracle. When you stand in truth and integrity, you're going to be able to have the willpower, the inspiration, and the desire to move mountains. Actually, look at that. Look at that card. To move mountains. You're gonna be given divine inspiration. Oh gosh, I wish I could just keep showing you the cards that are coming up underneath that. I mean, wow. That's a crazy reading. I'm not gonna keep showing you, but it's wild. Basically, you're being told today, twin flames, it is not about others. It's about you and standing in your own truth, in your own integrity, in your own alignment. And the more you do that, the quicker a tough cycle will end. The quicker you'll be able to let go of what no longer serves you. And the faster you're going to be able to move forward into rapid expansion and manifestation. All right? Let's get one more card for you, twin flames. One more oracle card before we get to the tarot. All right. We are going to pull from the Getting Into the Vortex with Abraham Hicks. All right. Turn down those headphones volume. angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, Abraham. What messages do we have for the twin flames for today? What messages do you want the twin flames to hear on this Monday, November 9th, 2020? What messages do my twin flames need to hear? And whatever time, wow, that was not a good shuffle. What messages do my twin flames need to hear and whatever time, space, or place they are watching this video? All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, Abraham. Abraham, what messages do you have for the twin flames? We just need one card, please. We just need one card on the table, please. Abraham. It's too many cards, but thank you. We just need one card, please, on the table for my twin flames. What messages do we have? We're going to take that top card right there. My imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. Look, that's number 36. That's the end of a cycle. The end of a cycle. Gorgeous. Look at that full moon. Look at that. Oh, wow. In fact, look how this card right here is the perfect blend of these two cards. You got that full moon. Look at those colors. Yeah, I like that. This is beautiful. Twin flames. I love when y'all reflect each other so deeply. My imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. The universe and all physical and non-physical players in it is responding to vibrations that you are offering. Again, the universe is responding to the vibrations that you are offering. The universe can make no distinction between the vibrations that you are offering when you observe situations and the vibrations that you offer as you imagine. Now, this is really and truly all there is to manifestation. It is this simple, okay? If you will simply imagine your life as you want it to be, all cooperative components will be summoned. And even more important, all components that are summoned will cooperate. It is the law of attraction. The experience you have with others is about what you evoke from them. The experience that you have from others is about what you evoke from them. Remember, I said, that verse in the Bible, I am that. I am. I am that. I am. So if you will just simply spend time today imagining life as you want it to be, you will be sending out little rockets of desire up to the universe, and those rockets of desire are going to summon all the cooperative components of that life that you are imagining, okay? All the parts that you need. And what's even more interesting is all those parts that you are summoning will cooperate with each other. Imagine life as you want it to be, okay? And because that is how the law of attraction works. I am that. So let's say that this is what you're working on. I am in alignment. I am. I am in cooperative relationships. I am. I am standing in my own truth and integrity. I am. Now, there's a lot of people who are going to imagine this. I am a millionaire. I am the owner of a Lamborghini. I am that. There's nothing wrong with that. But I highly suggest that for me, the thing that worked wasn't necessarily focusing on the very specific items that I wanted to manifest. It was more of focusing on what would it feel like? What will I be feeling when I manifest that? So like if I wanted to be, like for instance, I want to manifest a successful YouTube channel where I'm able to help as many people as possible. That is really important for me. I want this channel to grow because I want to help. I've had so many people help me and I want to give back. So instead of saying I am a successful YouTube channel tarot reader, which I do say that, by the way, but I also say I am successful. I am helpful. I am a teacher of divine arts that help others. I am able to be clearly understood. These are the things I talk about when I say I am. And the reason why is because when I line myself up with that energy, it always comes to me. And then the funny thing is that when I'm standing in my own truth and my own integrity, then the things that I want the most always come to me pretty quickly, actually. I'm a very fast manifester. That's something I can say for myself. So My imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. So if you are in uncooperative relationships, it's time for us to get away from that. It's time for us to get into alignment and to attract cooperative relationships by getting into our own imagination, standing in our own truth and integrity, cutting out those things which no longer serve us, no longer giving our attention and focus to things that no longer serve us, and expect fearless, rapid change is on its way, because I am basically summoning it to myself, because I'm standing in my own truth and integrity. So if I am standing in my own truth and integrity, the universe has no option but to give me the things that attract more truth and integrity to me. It's just how it works, all right? Okay, Twin Flames, let's close out this reading today by pulling a little tarot for you. We're going to read from the Santa Muerte Tarot. I want to show you all this box. It is one of my favorite tarot boxes. Look how gorgeous this is. If you don't know much about the Santa Muerte, she is she's basically like one step less than God. There's 3 versions of her. There's her giving birth, her in death, and the red, the black, and the white. I guess the white is the living. I don't know a lot about her. I know a minimum about her, but she is basically, well, I don't want to get into all that. You can look her up if you want to, but this is a very beautiful deck. I really, really, really encourage you to look at that. All right, headphone users, turn down your volume. Wow, that is crisp today. Ooh, trying to drop the cards. All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides, spirit, what messages do we have for the Twin Flames for today? What messages do we have for our Twin Flames for this Monday, November 9th, 2020? What messages do we have for the Twin Flames for whatever time, place, or space they are watching? All right, angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We need 3 cards, please, on the table for our Twin Flames. What messages do you have for the Twin Flames? All right, up first, we have the 7 of Swords. Okay. And up next, we have ooh, a lot of sword energy. 3 of Swords. Okay. All right. I'm not going to try to read too much into that. Let's get one more card. Angels, ancestors, guardians, guides. We need one more. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. Wow. And then the 3 of Cups. Okay, so Twin Flames. Okay, hang on. So I read from this is how I read this. This is the past, present, future. This card sits between the past and the present. This card sits between the present and the future. And the cards at the bottom of the deck are the clarifiers, or the root of the question, the roots of the situation. So at the root of the situation, this is what you want, okay, is 3 of Cups. This is friendship. This is community, all right? So it looks like what you really, really want is, okay, and how adorable is this? Because literally right under, oops, sorry, I dropped the card. Right underneath that is the 4 of Wands. These are basically kind of the same card, okay? The 4 of Wands is community and home and celebration. And then the 3 of Cups is friendship, community, and happiness. So they're kind of the same thing. And this is really what you're craving. I kind of even like how it looks like a guy here and a female here. So the twins, So twins, what you are wanting is just a happy home. You want stability. You want harmony. You just want cooperative relationships. That's really what you're yearning for. You're yearning for, cooperative relationships, okay? So let's talk about this past. Look here. You've got the 7 of Swords sitting directly underneath truth and integrity. So it feels like these relationships you've had in the past have not been full of truth, have not been full of integrity. And in fact, there has been a lot of lies, a lot of deception, just a lot of, I don't want to say trickery, but I mean, it doesn't look like these relationships that you've been dealing with in the past have made you feel very like this happy home, happy family, happy life, calm, safe, stable, relaxed. It doesn't feel like you've been standing in your own truth and your own integrity. And in fact, I'll be honest, what I feel is that I feel like for some of you, you are wearing a mask. Again, I'm going to circle back to what I was talking about earlier with the divine feminine. When I used to live in Memphis, I could not be very open about the fact that I'm a witch because people there, literally my life would be in danger. That is not an exaggeration. So, I wasn't standing in my own truth and my own integrity. I was, lying about who I was. And that kind of feels like what's happening. So it feels like twins, you've been in relationships that maybe are built, this is a house of cards built on lies, and it's all going to come falling down because if you can't stand in your own integrity, all right? So it feels like you have relationships where you are wearing a lot of masks. You are not able to be yourself. And the reason I say that very specifically is because, again, this sits right above truth and integrity, sits right above this. This is the present, okay? So here we are in the present. Whew, 3 of Swords, heartbreak and suffering and grief. So, these relationships just don't feel good because you've been wearing a mask. You entered these relationships. Maybe, this person wanted you to be who you wanted them to be. They wanted you to be a person who they wanted you to be. And so you put on this mask and you entered this relationship and you built this relationship based on lies, based on deceit. And now maybe you're either you would like to stand in your own truth and integrity because it's breaking your heart. You cannot live this way anymore. Or perhaps this person is finally starting to realize these relationships are starting to fall apart because you are looking at each other and realizing that it's not cooperative. It's not working. And it's causing a lot of pain. It's causing a lot of heartbreak and grief and suffering needlessly, I might say. Because the truth is that you need to step forward and stand in your own truth, stand in your own integrity so that you can have these cooperative relationships, this happy, look at the balance there, right? And I could actually keep going deeper because the next card beneath that is the 8 of Pentacles. That's the card about working high and having high standards and keeping yourself in your own truth and in your own integrity, okay? So look, right here, you're in the present, and these relationships are not working for you. You're literally stabbing each other in the back. There is a lot of pain, a lot of suffering and grief, and I think that's because the relationship was never built on strong, solid foundation of truth and integrity. It's time to walk away from that. It is not time to keep fighting for relationships that don't work. It is time to literally lay down your swords and walk away. It's crazy to me how y'all are pulling double cards that mean the same thing back to back like this and at the bottom of the deck. It's just really crazy to see because look, going forward into the future, if you can get into alignment with yourself and stand in your own truth, stand in your own integrity, my imagination attracts all cooperative relationships. And what did we say? If you will simply imagine life as you want it to be, all cooperative components will be summoned. And even more importantly, all components that are summoned will cooperate. The experience you have from others, with others, is about what you evoke from them, okay? So it's time for you to stand in your own truth and your own integrity. Here's the deal. 5 of Pentacles is in the future, okay? If you do not do the work now, today, as you are hearing me speak, it is important. This is not about the future. This is about today and standing in your own truth and your own integrity. If you don't, and you're not able to cut out the noise, cut out the things that aren't true to you, if you're not able to summon all cooperative components in your life to have cooperative relationships, look where you're headed. This is the 5 of Pentacles. This is, standing out on the outside, looking in and feeling very impoverished. So, this is what you want. You want this happy life, happy home, happy friendships, cooperative life, truth and integrity and good things. Well, it's time to let go of what isn't serving you. It's time to walk away. Literally walk away from those things that are killing you. Okay. But if you don't cut out these relationships, and I that's not easy. You need to be brave. Okay. You got to be brave and courageous. It's not always easy to look at a relationship, especially a relationship that's really, really long relationship, and say, this is no longer serving my highest and best good, and walk away. But you're being told you better, because if you don't, coming into the future, not only are you not going to continue to have, you're going to continue to have uncooperative relationships, but it is going to be leaving you feeling very unsatisfied, very just insecure, very needy. Your relationships are not going to feel good to you. And relationships are supposed to feel good. No matter what you think, relationships are not supposed to be traumatic and chaotic, okay? Relationships are supposed to feel good. If this is what you want, then I suggest today is the day that you take the time to get into alignment. Take a pause, take a break, and get to working on what do you want, what no longer serves you, and get into your imagination and simply imagine life as you want it to be. That's really and truly, that's all there is to it. Imagine life as you want it to be. All right, Twin Flames, I really hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, I really would appreciate that. Let's, maybe talk about what we think, what hit, what missed. Let me know. Let's talk about it down below in the comments. And if you know somebody who might find this helpful, feel free to share. All right, I post new content Monday through Friday, so I hope I get to see you again. And until I do, know how much I love you, and I hope you keep on praying. Bye, twins.